Kia ora fellow runners, welcome back to the Run Experience. Today we're going to dive into the world of kettlebell exercises that can take your running game to the next level. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned runner, incorporating these 3 simple kettlebell exercises into your training routine can help boost your strength, stability and power. First up, we have the mighty kettlebell swing. This exercise targets the glutes, hamstrings and lower back, giving you that explosive hip power needed for improved running speed and efficiency. So you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips and swing the kettlebell between your legs. Then explosively drive those hips forward, swinging the kettlebell up to the chest level. Remember to maintain a straight arm throughout that movement. Swing it back down between your legs and repeat for the desired number of repetitions. Next up we have the goblet squat. This exercise is fantastic for strengthening your quads, glutes and core. By adding goblet squats to your routine, you'll enhance leg strength and stability, ultimately improving your performance and reducing the risk of injuries. Hold a kettlebell by the horns at the chest level with your elbows pointing down. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, push your hips back and lower yourself into that squat position. Maintain an upright chest and ensure that your knees track over your toes. Drive through both your feet to return to that starting position and then repeat. Last but definitely not least, let's go over the kettlebell single leg deadlift. This exercise is excellent for developing balance, stability and strengthening that posterior chain, including the hamstrings and glutes. It's also an effective way to engage your core. So hold a kettlebell on one hand and stand on the same leg. Having the kettlebell in the opposite hand to the leg, the stance leg, makes it way more difficult to maintain control. Now keeping your back straight and your core engaged, hinge forward at the hips while simultaneously lifting the non-standing leg backwards. Maintain a neutral spine as you lower that kettlebell towards the ground. Return to the starting position by squeezing your glutes and pushing through the foot of that stance leg. And then repeat on the other side. Remember, when incorporating these kettlebell exercises into your routine, start with a weight that challenges you but allows you to maintain proper form. As you progress, gradually increase the weight for that continuous improvement. Right, let's go through a micro follow along incorporating these 3 kettlebell exercises that I've just discussed. We're going to go through the circuit 5 times. We're going to complete 20 times the kettlebell swings, 20 times the squats at a depth that's right for you, and 5 times each the single leg deadlift. All right, let's get into this. Start the watch. Pick up the kettlebell just forward, swing back and then into it. So trying to hinge from the hips. That's the key with the kettlebell swing. Too many people soften the knees too much. We're going to try and do 20 of these, hinging from the hips, thrusting the pelvis forward, and just letting those arms just go out with momentum to about chest height. Excellent work. Keep it nice, smooth, and controlled. Equal weight through the feet. Feeling balanced. Right, we're going to move into the goblet squat. So holding from the horns, elbows pointing down, and then just go as deep as is within your capacity. If you go too deep and the knees start to get sore, then just make it a little bit more shallow. We don't really want to irritate the knees. Remember, we're going 5 times through this circuit. This is just the first time. So we're going to do 20 of these. Sitting back, equal weight through the feet, pushing up from the heels on the way back up, really engaging those glutes. Good work. Let's keep that going. You should start to feel a little bit of a burn in the quads, a little bit of pressure around the knees. Now we're moving into the single leg deadlifts. So holding the kettlebell on the same side as the stance leg and then hinge over from the hip, keeping the upper body nice and straight, and then balancing that with that leg. 5 on one side, and then swapping to the other. So again, the hand, same side as the stance leg. The stance leg knee is nice and soft, don't lock it out. Spread the toes, even weight through the foot, and that's 5 times. All right, good work. That's 1 circuit through. So, bit of a breath. Take a breath. Lap the watch if you want to, and let's go. Second circuit. Straight back into the swings. So remember, hinging from that hip. Don't over flex the knees. Keep the upper body nice and strong. Arms go up with momentum. Just find that rhythm. That's the key with these swings. I think the swings is one of the most underrated exercises for runners there is. Everybody should put them into their routine. Remember to spread those toes. I like to do these exercises with bare feet. Now we're going to move into the goblet squat. Here we go, nice and controlled. Remember, that depth has got to be individualized to your capacity. Go a little bit deeper than I am if you can. If it's a bit sore in the knees, then just make it a little bit more shallow. Sit back as if into a chair and then come back up, pushing from the heels of the foot. Nice and controlled. Keep that going. Remember, this is only the second round. So again, the quads should be starting to feel it. Really think about tightening those glutes on the way back up as you stand up. Relax the shoulders as much as we can. Right, moving into second time round, single leg deadlifts. Here we go, hinge from that hip. That's it, and then really come up nice and quickly, really engage the posterior chain, those glutes, hamstrings. Nice and balanced. Other side. Here we go. Now remember, if you lose your balance, just fall out and then just get back into it. Don't worry about it. Keep working on it. Nice and controlled. Here we go. Well done. 2 circuits down. 2 down. You guys are looking good. Let's go. We're going to work into our third. This one's the toughest one. The middle one. Here we go. Lap the watch. Pick up that kettlebell just in front of you and get into the swings. Get into that rhythm quickly. Keep the breathing under control. It's that lovely hip hinge. A little bit of a thrust through with the pelvis. Don't soften the knees too much. Keep that upper body nice and strong and taut. This is how to develop that lovely core stability. The kettlebell swing is so good for not only that posterior chain, but developing core and stability around the shoulder girdle. Now let's move into the squat. Here we go. Keep that depth controlled. If you want to go a little bit deeper, be my guest, but make sure those knees can handle it, and you will be paying for it tomorrow if you go too deep too soon. Just try and keep nice and balanced. If you're falling forward or backwards, you need to adjust the center of your weight. You want to keep it balanced and controlled. Try and relax the upper body. Keep the breathing under control. Remember, try and breathe in the nose and out the mouth. And keep that breathing nice and relaxed. Right, third time through, we're moving into the single leg deadlifts. Hinge from the hip and then come back up. You're going to be feeling a little bit more fatigued, so you're going to have to really concentrate on keeping the balance. Remember, if you do fall out, don't worry. Just get back into the rhythm of things. Swap to the other side. Same side as that stance leg. Hinge from the hip. Upper body goes down and then mirror that movement with the rear leg. Nice and controlled. Well done. That's 3 circuits through. Take a few seconds. Keep that breathing going. In the nose, out the mouth. Number 4, and into it. 20 swings. You guys know what to do now. Let's get into that rhythm. Pop that pelvis through. Keep that upper body nice and controlled. No energy leakages. It's exactly what we want to promote with good running. We get the swing right. It's going to really enhance that hip mobility, that control through range, and that strength of the posterior chain. Keep working. Right, let's move into the squats. 20. Keep that depth consistent, nice and controlled, sitting back, powering up, equal weight through the feet from left to right and throughout the foot from front to back. So feeling that nice, equal, balanced weight. Work it up. This is where it starts to bite, this fourth circuit. So keep it under control. Relax that upper body. It's gonna start to hurt a little bit. Keep working it. Right, coming to the end of these squats. Okay, fourth time through, moving into the single leg deadlift. Hinge from that hip and then come up. Don't get sloppy. Don't get sloppy with the form. Try and keep that upper body nice and controlled, nice and still. Hinging from the hip, back leg goes back at the same time as the body goes forward. Other side. Same side as that stance leg. That's it, guys. Keep working it. Looking good. All right, that is 4 times through. 1 more to go. Remember, take a breath, shake it out. Get that breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Let's get this breathing controlled as we fatigue, as we tire. Really working on this beautiful strength endurance. The heart rate's starting to rise a little bit. Last time through, let's make it the best time through. Let's make this technique really spot on. Hinging from the hip. Just retracting those shoulders a little bit so get the shoulder blades towards the spine. Feeling nice and stable throughout the pelvis and throughout that upper shoulder girdle as well. Okay, straight into the squats. Are you ready? Let's go. 20 of these. Coming down. A depth that's right for you. If you feel like you've been taking it a bit too easy, then go a little bit deeper, but just mind those knees. If you haven't done this for a little bit, don't do too much too soon. Stay within capacity so then you can progress it later rather than going beyond capacity and not being able to progress it. Nice. Keep it going. Squeeze the butt on the way back up. Equal weight through the feet, front to back and left to right. Last time through, single leg deadlift. Here we go. Hinge from that hip. No sloppiness. No energy leakages. We've got 3 more of these on this side. 2, 1. All right. Here we go. Last time through. Hinge from that hip. Spread those toes. Keep that balance controlled. Almost there, team. Woo, there we go. Well done. Excellent stuff, team. Let's put that kettlebell down. That's 5 times through. Well done. Well done. Love your work. And that's one of my favorite little micro circuits. I know you will find these kettlebell exercises beneficial for your running experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our future running and well-being content. So keep earning those miles, champion compassion, get stronger as our society gets weaker, and we'll see you in the next video.